Master's office. Test participants will be rewarded with a brand new Pentagony Land of the Dreams and Ferment Frontline Glamoth Planar Ornaments. What are you waiting for?
Здорово, чат.
Good news! The Planar Fisher and Garden of Plenty events are about to begin.
Пам-парам-пам-пам.
Know and love. Let the computer do the hard work for 3 minutes and get your hands on double rewards together with Argenti. One must explore the essence of beauty to appreciate the depth of chivalry. Yes, it is I, your beloved avian servant. Welcome to Interastral Peace Media's second special program, Legend of Cosmic Beauty. In today's program, we will be introducing a new friend of the universe.
Yo, how's my favorite audience doing? Great to see you. We've hardly been gone and
Сидим, ждем.
already had another wardrobe change.
Perhaps you didn't get the memo, but we're about to be discussing a night of impeccable elegance. It's time to get fancy. So, without
Субтитров не подвезли. Печально. Переводить в падлу. И то не все переведу, половину. Нормально. Мужики на поезде. Чего от этой жизни мне еще не хватало. Яндекс.Переводчик не работает в прямом эфире.
As a devoted admirer of Adrilla the Beauty, Argenti spends his life roaming the universe and extolling their name.
Ah, so the simulated universe occurrences Curio, Robe of the Beauty, and Knights of Beauty to the rescue. They're obviously related to the Knights, right? Running into the Knights of Beauty while testing the simulated universe is always a blessing. Those guys are a lifeline in a tight spot. Especially when I can't get enough path resonance.
Treating people with courtesy, helping others as a matter of principle, and offering sincere praise to all things in the universe.
СТРИМ разрабов. Вот он идет.
Is the code of conduct that Argenti lives by. In the simulated universe, not every helping hand is benevolent, but those provided by the Knights are beyond question. May the names of Argenti and the Beauty be blessed for all eternity.
Speaking of which, Albert, what was that Planar Fissure and Garden of Plenty commercial all about?
Well, Argenti magnanimously answered our call and agreed to appear in our commercial as a corporate ambassador. Oh, and I know they forgot our end of the bargain. The IPM acknowledges that Adrilla the Beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all.
Albert, what did you get yourself into now?
No need to worry. Just a little two-way back scratching.
Okay. Kinda TMI. But I still don't really understand the concept of the beauty.
Физик.
Allow me to explain.
Physical.
Adrilla's beauty permeates everything.
Немнимый тогда пролет.
To his constant grace. All of it stems from his pursuit of the beauty. Elegance is Argenti's middle name and even manifests itself in his combat. Argenti's basic attack, Fleeting Fragrance, can deal physical damage to a single target. His skill, Justice Hereby Blooms, can deal physical damage to all enemies.
Nice! Man, I wish I looked that elegant.
Nice!
Argenti's ultimate is pretty unique.
Сейчас бы радоваться physical damage.
The amount of energy consumed. Such is the manifold beauty of Adrilla. When consuming a small amount of energy, Argenti's ultimate, for in this garden supreme beauty bestows, can deal damage to all enemies. When consuming all
Я с ПВПкой загоражу главного героя, ничего не знаю.
Merit bestowed in my garden, which deals greater damage. It also inflicts additional damage on a random target.
Huh? Wait, so you can choose how much energy to release?
That's not all. Argenti's talent, Sublime Object, can allow Argenti to regenerate additional energy and obtain a stack of self-cultivation. Self-cultivation can increase Argenti's crit rate.
Oh, so the more self-cultivation, the fiercer his attacks. Or, to put it another way, Argenti needs to attack as many enemies as possible. The greater the number of enemies, the faster his energy regeneration, and the stronger his combat.
Exactly! Stronger combat, faster energy regeneration, more enemies to attack.
Argenti giving erudition vibes. I'm here for it.
Argenti's technique, Manifesto of Purest Virtue, can daze enemies within a set range. Dazed enemies are unable to launch attacks. Attacking a dazed enemy to enter combat not only deals damage to all enemies, but also regenerates Argenti's energy.
Woo! Argenti is kind of handsome.
Чем вам
I'm
ХСР
feeling
не
a little
нравится?
dazed myself.
They say
Чел, а
looks
чё
can
за язык
kill.
вообще? Чё за язык вы показываете?
That's true. Then Argenti fans are in for a fatal surprise in version 1.5. In Night of Universal Hallucinations, Trailblazers will encounter Argenti en route
О,
to
превью поменяли!
Washtopia.
Превью поменяли на стриме разработчиков!
I shower every day.
Slow down there, Trailblazer.
Красота!
Have you never
9
asked
минут
yourself
осталось.
how the Astral Express stays so clean and shiny?
Because Pom-Pom's always cleaning up after us?
It's because the train stops at Washtopias along its journey. Washtopias specialize in cleaning interstellar craft. You know, there are all kinds of fast-acting, lemon-scented, antibacterial... We're getting off topic! All you need to know is that the encounter with Argenti is one of excitement and wonder. And a little bird tells me he's set for a showdown with the entire crew.
I don't get it. Why are we always either in a fight or on the way to one?
A fight, you say? Far too poor a term. What you meant to say was a chivalrous display of gentlemanly fortitude. Anyway, Argenti only challenges those who he deeply respects.
Ah, you mean that the illustrious galactic baseballer's reputation doth precede one?
Oh, sure. Anyway, with the driller's blessing, let's move straight on to the version 1.5.
Боже мой,
warm-up
Хэнкаев столько. А
event.
сколько свитков?
Finally!
Моровинт,
First off, during the
Обливион,
first phase of version
Скайрим. Еще
1.5
сейчас
in the
этот
character
выйдет.
event warp, Bloom and Gloom.
Новый,
Trailblazers
ага.
can obtain the limited 5-star
Фолычей
character
сколько?
warp-up.
Мое
Yours, my
почтение.
favorite scaredy cat trainee judge.
During the second phase of version 1.5, we'll be welcoming 2 character event warps. In Thorns of
А,
Scented Crown,
какого фига должен выбивать
Trailblazers can obtain the
Аргентия,
limited 5-star
чтобы
character
получить
Argenti.
физ-девочку
Our
красивую?
knight in shining armor.
Meanwhile, in Contract Zero, the familiar face of Silver Wolf will be joining the
О,
war.
Сильвера можно
Not to
выбить,
mention
отлично.
the 4-star
Ради
character
физ-девочки.
Hanya, who will be appearing in both the aforementioned second phase character event warps.
Ah, long time no see, Silverwolf. I wonder if her game accounts are doing any better.
You
А
wanna
кто еще?
ask
Кого
her the next
раним?
time you see her?
You first.
Еще 2 баннера. А, оружие?
Now, it's
Два
time to take
оружия.
a look at version
По Сильвера и по
1.5's
этого.
light cones. In the first phase of version 1.5, the drop rate for the 5-star light cone, Night of Fright, will be boosted. While in the second phase of version 1.5, the 5-star light cone, an instance before gaze.
Ну и под
enter the
Сильвер
light cone
последний
event.
баннер.
At the same time, the drop rate for the
Да.
5-star light cone, Incessant Rain, will be boosted.
All aboard!
The train is about to make the jump. And here's some other cool stuff. Starting from 1.5 within the team selection and character ascension screens, every character will have brand new voice
Just
lines.
bought it.
Different kind of arena.
Promoted again? Is that good or bad?
Ah, is that Huohuo's ascension line? Ah, so cute. Wait,
so cute,
if a
это
character's
мило. Да
already
какой
fully
милый, это
ascended,
озвучка
can
Пайман.
we still hear their line?
Озвучка
We got you covered.
Пайман.
All audio lines get saved in the index. You can listen back at any time. Here's something else. In version 1.5, we'll also be seeing a guest book feature update. If Trailblazers are ever
Что за
curious to
апдейт?
check which friends have visited the Express, the guest book has a record and message from each visit.
Such a
А
neat
зачем
idea.
мне краткая
Additionally,
информация
the
и что
Forgotten
кого?
Hall will also be receiving updates in 1.5. First up, in Forgotten Hall Combat, Trailblazers can now choose to re-challenge.
Re-challenge?
It's like this. If things aren't going too smooth when challenging a certain stage, Trailblazers can choose to return to the Forgotten Hall map and restart the challenge. When re-challenging,
Сейчас
previously
бы-
used technique points are replenished. A chance to replan your main technique strategy, perhaps. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, stopping and restarting a challenge in the second half of a stage doesn't mean you have to redo the first half.
Whew, that is a relief.
And when entering the Forgotten Hall, your combat lineup for each stage is now remembered, regardless of whether you met with victory or defeat. Your previous lineup will be waiting for you on the preparation screen. No need for manual selection.
Now that's my kind of update.
Can't wait for Trailblazers to give it all a spin. The Forgotten Hall is an
Не
important
получится
system
Байлу
within the
ворон
game.
собрать. Конусы не
Updates will
позволят.
continue to be rolled out, so stay tuned for future versions. Well, looks like it's time for our final redemption code. See you on the other side, Trailblazers.
Код. Вот чат, вон коды. Для любителей ХСР. О! Не пропадать.
Hey folks,
Кого?
I'm back.
Me too.
Me three! Good to see you again, Trailblazers. You're just in time to help us wrap up version 1.5 special program.
Aw, is it that time already? I was just getting started.
Be my guest, Trailblazer. This owl is ready to flap.
Aren't
Давай
you
еще не 3
forgetting
минуты,
something,
чтобы закончить
Albert?
стрим.
I'm pretty sure you didn't mention the thing.
Thing? What thing?
Thing.
That thing? Winky winky.
Gift of Odyssey! How could I forget? In version 1.5, Trailblazers can get their hands on 10 warps through the check-in event.
There it is.
Heck yeah!
Gotta love a check-in event.
На 5 ивент с
And
крутками.
that's not the only thing to love in version 1.5. Anything in today's IPM programs tickle your fancy, guys?
You had me at Ghost Hunting Squad. I am so ready for a spooky stream.
Sign me
Спуки
up!
стрим.
As for me, it was all about
Spooky
those unique
Spooky.
characters.
Ту-ту-ту-ту-ту,
Bobo's tale
ту-ту-ту-ту-ту.
backstory, Hanya's 10 lords expertise, and Argenti's mysterious search for the beauty. Can't wait to see them in person.
Couldn't have put it better myself. And with that, Trailblazers, I bid you a peaceful onward journey. Thank you for supporting the IBM. See you in the next one.
See ya.
Trailblaze you later!
О, чё, конец? Ура! Чик. Ой, не то вырубил. Опа, все. Ура! А может, можно запустить на официальном Genshin Impact? Genshin Impact официал. Не вариант. Смотрим на Твиче. Чирик-чирик. Чирик-чирик. Сюда. А, понял. Оп, тихо. И что мне делать? Что мне делать целую минуту? Ага. Алло, БС, ты там не шали такие хери делать, мне просто дропать стрим за 1 секунду. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22. Даже музыку не включишь, потому что, ну, нафиг надо, потому что осталось 10 секунд. Ну ладно, можно сделать вот так. Потом я еще успею послушать музыку. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Though it appears that you've managed to win over part of the crowd, some of your testimony doesn't add up. You can be rest assured that
Субтитры для
Farina, the
слабых!
god of justice, will
Хорошо.
get to the bottom
Еще
of
добавь
this
еще.
matter. No
Добавил.
detail shall escape me. Yes, that sounds perfect. A god must be firm. A god must not allow any detail to slip through the cracks. My dear citizens, just as the will of a god remains opaque to the understanding of mere mortals, so too is truth unmoved by even the strongest of wills. I will now speak to the defendant. If you honor the values of truth, justice, and divinity, then you are compelled to provide an accurate account of your actions. Hey, that's not bad. Now what's next? It's so hard to predict how people are going to react. What should I say during the trial tomorrow?
Lady Farina, what are you doing?
Oh, Nervulette! As the god of justice, it is only expected that I should remain informed of every trial and make the necessary preparations. Is there something that you need in? If you wish to seek an audience with me, then please make an appointment with Sir Intendant Chevalmeron in advance.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale,
Ура!
the Hydro
Финал Фонтейна!
should be punished by
Спидран!
the death sentence.
Let's go!
You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea.
Everyone on the street
О,
who happened to be
красиво.
close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful?
What's done is done. Just trust in me, your Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not.
Фу, Рина. А чё за Дори 2-0 с одним мечом? На пузыре катается.
Shower me with praise. Let my name echo in song. What's the news?
О, нормальный персонаж.
Say cheese. Breaking news.
I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to
О!
anyone that looks strange all the same.
Сюжеточка.
Something ominous about
Опа!
it. Well, the water, I mean.
Эх.
The
Кто-нибудь умрет?
prophecy. Yes.
Пожалуйста.
What has been prophesied will be fulfilled.
I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning of justice.
Ура! Новые капли! Или новый босс.
Never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
Why should we acknowledge it?
Fusolo, why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
For just a moment. This isn't right!
The trial of the Hydro Archon.
Seem to remember
the
that.
floor will now
This trial is-
begin.
I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
Она что, умрет? Бездна! Кид!
You are a devious one, Fusolo.
Чуилд! Жесть!
Everyone's... Papa, what should I do?
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Ой! Не понял? Это что?
I suppose this would
Киана
also
Каслана?
be the justice that belongs to you. All will eventually end in a magnificent
Киана, ты ли
and
это?
dramatic trial. Farewell, Nervalet. I hope you've enjoyed the part you
Ну да, как
played these
Скирк,
500
тоже
years.
вариант. Хороший вариант. Бездна же открылась. Ваши коды всякие, давайте я вам напишу. Прошу, господа. Я потом в телеге выложу и ХСРовские, и
Hey
геншиновские.
travelers! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.2 special program. Woo! Yay! I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of the female traveler Lumine, and I'm joined today by two guests to bring you the latest news for the upcoming version. Okay, why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll start. Hey everyone, I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Farina, and oh, I am super excited to be on this special program today. Travelers already met the Hydro Archon at the start of their journey.
Ладно, пойду за бутербродами.
And
Пусть
as the story
говорят про
continues,
путешественника.
how will this special god avert the crisis foretold in the prophecy? Yeah, I hope everyone's excited to see what happens next.
I mean, I sure am. I'm at the edge of my seat. My name is Ray Chase, and I'm the voice of Neuvillette, the Dragon Sovereign of Water and Eudex of Fontaine. I'm sure many of you already consider Neuvillette a very trustworthy partner, and I hope you look forward to seeing more of him in version 4.2.
Yes, for sure. Totally.
Yep.
Okay, so next, let's dive into the major content that we have coming in version 4.2. In the intro, Farina said we need to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran. So, you know, she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon, and she's a pretty big celebrity at the Opera House. So, the special program team gave me an itinerary to follow, and it appears to show all of Farina's recent plans.
Farina's recent plans, let me guess, she's going to be going to trial, and then another trial, and then another.
Actually, that sounds about right.
Okay, the itinerary seems pretty packed, so let's take a look at the first item. Oh, looks like Ray called it.
Wow. Yeah.
There is nothing more important to Farina than attending trials at the Opera House.
But this trial is a little different from the usual.
Ooh, interesting.
I know. I keep looking at the water rushing in. I'm like, what's happening?
Yes, it looks like there's some spotlights and like, is like a curtain.
Seems like, you know, maybe also Neuvillette is keeping an eye on things from behind the scenes, maybe?
Very serious.
He's always keeping an eye on stuff, and always just a little bit disappointed.
Ничего интересного не произошло. Это хорошо. Что вы расскажете?
In version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty. We'll team up with Fontainian friends to delve deeper into the hurricane of events and face the impending destruction foretold by the prophecy. Travelers will gradually
Один
unveil new
промокод,
facts
пока только
behind this
один.
crisis and encounter an evil that has been lurking in the swirling depths.
Ooh.
I know.
Ooh, swirling depths. Very
Если хотите, могу даже вот так делать.
Right. So, you know, the prophecy in
Закреплять.
Fontaine is on the brink of coming true. And
Закрепи
this
первый
is
код.
possibly the
Для тех,
greatest
кто только
crisis
пришел.
we faced in our journey through Teyvat.
Definitely. In version 4.1, we learned about this precarious situation involving the rising primordial seawater. Neuvillette barely arrived in time to hold back the seawater from engulfing the fortress of Meripede, but still, the water has reached Poisson.
Luckily, the crisis was averted by Navia's leadership
Они
of the Spina
закреплены
de
так.
Rosula.
Первый
Though
код
we
закреплен.
probably
Я
can't
все
dismiss
закрепил.
the assistance
Опа!
provided by the knave either.
Это кто у нас?
Whatever her end goal may be, it seems
А
like
кто
she
это тут у
sincerely
нас
wants to save
такой?
Fontaine from the prophecy. But there's only so much that we can say. Travelers will have to go and play through the version themselves to discover the clues, adventures, and stories to come.
А кто это
Yes,
у нас тут?
exactly.
Фатуи?
So be sure to play through, uncover hidden truths, and witness this epic chapter of Fontaine's history for yourself when Act 5 of the Archon quest becomes available.
Sounds good.
So
Yep.
right?
Hey, question. Have we forgotten a pretty important character who's been missing from the Fortress of Meripede?
Oh, yeah. You mean Child?
Yeah. Where's Child?
We searched all over the fortress for him.
Yup. I guess we'll just have to live with the suspense for a little longer. Not ideal, but it's fine.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But we saw Child appear at the end of the
Чайлда
last
ни
version
слова.
of our conquest.
Молчать.
So it probably won't be long until we see him again.
Okay, good.
Okay.
But we really need to talk about Farina.
What?
She's confronted
Why?
with a because she's confronted with a crisis that's tough for even one of the great elemental dragons. Of course, Fontaine will have the travelers help, but what choices will our
Ничего
Hydro
я не
Archon
буду,
make
я
in the
кушаю.
face of the crisis? Well,
Just like the prophecy itself, all will be revealed at the fated time. But knowing Farina, perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Once again, disappointed.
Oh,
yeah.
No way.
Come on, guys, have some faith.
Okay, to bolster everyone's confidence in Farina, let's learn a little
Пойдем,
more about
Аркан.
this one-of-a-kind Archon.
Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping? You must be stunned and at a loss for words. Understandable. It is I, after all, Fontaine's most beloved star, Farina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
Oh my gosh, I love her outfit.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh, and her eyes, like each of them are different. She's got these little eyelashes and her hat.
Oh,
You know,
it's amazing.
you'd expect for a Hydro Archon that she'd have the best drip.
Oh.
Yes. Ooh.
Okay, you know what? It seems as if she's always dressed like she's about to attend a performance. You know what I mean?
Yes. That's Fontaine's biggest celebrity for you. And speaking of drip, let's take a look at her combat abilities.
Yay!
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Strike a pose!
Let the world come alive!
Ну, если честно, ну просто какая-то хрень.
Whoa,
Вот
that
без
is so
шуток.
cool. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I like the way she kind of like bows.
Very dramatic.
Yes!
Very much. It's like all of her moves are part of a performance.
Yes.
Totally. Also, look at her elemental burst. Her presence really fills the stage. Everyone else is just an extra.
Ну, типа,
Wait, so
Винти
the
делает
creatures
большой
that Farina
ураган.
summons, they look a lot
Джун Ли
like the
делает
Fontaine
мощный
aberrants that we've
щит.
encountered before. There's a
Метеорит.
seahorse, a crab, an octopus,
Райден просто рассекает
and they are all so
пространство.
cute. Oh, I love them. Me too.
В-
Oh my
это-
gosh, no, the octopus is even wearing a
Господи.
hat! What a distinguished little gentleman!
Редиска создает пространство, огромный купол. А что это может? Создать водичку как Аята? What? Призвать трех кентов
So, Farina
подводных.
often invites guests to her tea party, which is
Маленьких.
known as the Salon Solitaire. And those creatures are actually special guests of the Salon Solitaire.
Aww.
And she even gave each member a
На слайме скачет.
Oh my
Конечно.
Yes.
Воруем
So
анимацию
you've got the maid,
у Дори.
Mademoiselle Graboletta. They're the best.
The crab, the one that's a crab, I assume.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. And then you've got the housekeeper,
Я-то Архонт.
Intendant Chevalmeron.
Ну, знаешь, по сравнению с Фуриной, по-моему, да.
And the conferencier, gentilhomme usher. And that last one is a stickler for propriety.
Oh, okay. So when Farina said to make an appointment with Surintendant Chevalmeron,
Ну, чисто поляну создает. Я даже, наверное, неправильно сказал.
Oh my god.
Поляна как у козы, вот это верхнее поле появляется круглое, как у козы просто. И все.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm sure everyone is just itching to know more about the skills shown in that clip. So, Amber, why don't you take it away? Tell us everything.
Yes, you got it.
Yay!
So, Farina is a hydro sword user.
Okay.
She usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment in combat. When in this state, her elemental skill invites the 3 members of the Salon Solitaire,
Ну, смотрится мемно больше.
Surintendant Chevalmeron, and Gentilhomme Usher to the stage.
I love it.
It's so cute. And, you know, these Salon members will attack nearby opponents, prioritizing the target
Ну,
of
это
the
нет пока на
active
Twitch,
character.
пока что.
Ooh.
Their
Это
damage
потом.
increases the more characters there are in the party over a certain HP amount.
Okay, I was listening to all that, but at the very top, you said that she usually
Пневма, да?
defaults to an
Пневма.
Usia Arca alignment. So she has more than one
Ну,
alignment?
Уси и пневма.
Exactly. Farina's charged attack not only deals physical damage,
это было
but
логично, что в ней
also allows her to
совместится, но-
switch between Usia and Numa Arca alignments.
Whoa.
Wow. Based on what we just saw, it seems like her Arca alignment has an effect on her
Вперед
other
можно, нет,
skills
нельзя.
as well.
Yes, sure does. Farina's elemental skill changes depending on whether
Не
she's
сегодня.
aligned with Usia or Numa.
That's cool.
Is super cool. After Farina uses her charged attack to switch to a Numa Arca alignment, her elemental skill summons the Singer of Many Waters to provide healing to nearby party members.
Oh, nice.
Yes. The summons created by Farina's elemental skill will remain on the field for a period of time even after Farina is switched out. Farina's elemental burst deals damage to surrounding opponents. And when the party member's HP increases or decreases, Farina will accumulate fanfare points. That's my trumpet.
Amazing.
So, Farina increases the damage and the incoming healing bonus of nearby party members based on the amount of fanfare she has.
Wow, it seems like this fighting style really suits Farina's character. It's very showy and unpredictable.
Totally. I can already see the fluctuations in my team's HP bar. That healing skill might come in handy.
Yeah, for real. And due to her knowledge of deep water aberrants, Farina's passive talent can decrease the cooldown on abilities gained from the xenochromatic Fontamer aberrants.
Ooh.
Wow, you can say that again.
Yeah, and that'll make it even easier to uncover the secrets lurking in the depths.
Always the secrets lurking in the depths.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Whenever one of Farina's summons is on the field,
Уменьшенная
Farina
перезарядка
gains
под
the
водой?
ability to walk on water.
Oh my gosh, that is so
Ah.
Hey, I actually saw that Farina's outfit changes whenever she switches between Arca alignments.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good eye. You're correct.
Thank
It does
Ну чё,
change.
как там
But, you know,
это?
such is the charm of a celebrity, I suppose.
Мэнеры, Какоми?
Yes,
Вас
so
заповеркрипали?
if you want to learn more about Farina, then be sure to accompany
Power
her
creep.
on her story
Эх.
quest, the Animula Kuraji chapter.
Ah, amazing.
Заповеркрипали персонажа,
Okay, so
получается.
next up, we have another old friend to introduce. She's now able to join the Traveler's Party.
Анимацию ныряния из воды не показали. Может, у нее другая.
That's right. It's Charlotte. Yay!
Шарлет.
Adorable.
So cute. We've known Charlotte for a while now. The Traveler met her during the Summoner Summit event, which took them on an adventure all over Teyvat.
Yes, that's right. Charlotte's hard-hitting spirit and determination to uncover the truth really leave an impression, don't they?
Yeah.
That's right. During our journey in Fontaine, didn't she treat the traveler to a magnificent meal in order to get a scoop about Wriothesley? Though she didn't end up getting the interview that she wanted in the end, huh? But I don't think that will deter her. She'll always be in search of the truth. The world is her treasure chest, and only her camera can determine its contents and the truths they contain. Speaking of her camera, Monsieur Verite just so happens to be her greatest assistant and companion. They're friends. Charlotte's talent for photography is truly a marvel. No matter the subject or setting, her photos somehow always capture an unparalleled sense of artistry. The peerless Monsieur Verite turns her photos into eye-catching mementos. In fact, many Fontanians even cut the prints out of the newspaper and keep them as clippings.
Oh, that's so cool. And
Навалим криокатализаторами. Пора исправлять положение.
I know! Charlotte actually commissioned both of those items from Chiori. She even commissioned Monsieur Verite's accessories in several different styles to match different interview settings. Isn't that cute?
Wow, that is pretty thoughtful. I suppose that just shows how much Charlotte cherishes her own Monsieur Verite.
Yes, it really does. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's character showcase, shall we?
Давай посмотрим.
Keep your eyes peeled and your mind engaged. You'll find there's always a new story nearby just waiting to be discovered.
Опа, фотоем.
Say cheese!
Давай мувсет покажи мне. О, ну и вы хотите мне сказать, что это не лучший персонаж?
Whoa.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, she's really like moving around.
Yes! Honestly, it's just what you'd expect of a reporter for the Steambird. Even her combat skills involve taking photos. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and then, like, what a lively character. Her combat moves, like I was saying, she's moving around.
А где Нави?
Super dynamic.
Нави, пожалуйста,
It's
можно?
like she's always on the move.
Мне нужна Нави. Шарлотта для таких, знаешь,
Charlotte is an
продвинутых ребят.
expert at applying the skills and talents that she's developed as a reporter to other areas of her life. And that
Видите, как она
includes combat.
фотоет? Вот это
With her
да.
trusty companion, Monsieur Verite, she captures enemies from all angles, unleashing attacks while discovering and exposing their weaknesses.
Yes.
Honestly, I would expect nothing less from one of Fontaine's most famous reporters. Who knew cameras could do that, though? I didn't know you could use them as a weapon.
Same.
The more you know, I guess.
Okay, here's some cool stuff. Charlotte's elemental skill applies snappy silhouette to opponents caught within the viewfinder of her camera. During this effect's duration, marked opponents will intermittently take damage.
Wow.
Holding Charlotte's elemental skill strengthens these effects and applies focused impression to opponents instead. Now her elemental burst creates a new flash field that continuously restores HP.
Ладно, я их убиваю, но зачем вы-то их
Monsieur
душите?
Verite, he's also going to join in and intermittently attack opponents during the duration of the ability. As an experienced reporter, Charlotte is an expert at adapting her methods to match the needs of her target. When paired with Fontaine characters, Charlotte receives a healing bonus.
По-другому
When paired
работает.
with non-Fontaine characters, she receives a cryo damage bonus. Now that is not all. There is more. During the 4.2 special event, travelers can complete a quest to receive a special gadget called the Zoom Lens.
Вау, это что, можно фотать? А зачем мне нахрен нужны были фотоаппараты все эти время в игре?
Oh my gosh, that's
When you
amazing.
hold her elemental skill, the gadget will cause you to enter photo mode
А
instead.
чё, я за фотку должен расплачиваться ХП? Я видел, ей снимают половину ХП просто тупую.
I have a feeling some super cool pictures are gonna come out of that.
Вы видели, я пол ХП
We are
снял
gonna
просто.
provide more information about the zoom lens and how to use it during the event overview portion.
So, Farina and Charlotte will both be featured
Опа,
in
Байжу.
version 4.2 Event Wishes.
Ooh.
In the first
Байжа.
half of version 4.2, we'll have Event Wishes showcasing Farina and Baiju. During this time, Charlotte will also receive a huge drop rate boost.
Huge boost.
Huge boost. A new 5-star
Boost.
sword, Splendor
Boobs.
of Tranquil Waters, will be featured in the weapon event banner.
Huge sword.
And in the second half of version
А,
4.2,
ну
we'll
чё?
have reruns for Sereno
Вот
and
это баннер!
Okay,
Такая
let's take a look at what other
хрень!
information
Мое
we learned from Farina's
почтение!
itinerary. It looks like she's investigating something. Oh, there's even a report attached.
Tell us what it says.
Okay, I will. It says, strange rumblings have been heard in the depths of Fontaine's waters.
New bus.
Oh, it's here already.
Oh.
Well, well. It looks like it's
ОБС
gonna
отлетел
be
на
a peak
секунду.
in blue
Красота.
stars. It's so pretty.
Тут только красивые анимации показывают, а мне тут ОБС отлетает.
Yeah, isn't this the whale that the traveler saw in Child's vision at the end of the version 4.1 Archon quest?
Yep, it's the same one. After ravaging its way through the primordial sea, this otherworldly creature has at
Понятно,
long
эти ваши
last
квесты.
broken the
Зачем мне
seal
квесты?
and
Можно
descended
сразу
upon
показать его в мире, чтобы я пошел его бить?
It's real
Опять эти ваши сюжеты проходить.
It feels like it might even burst right through the screen.
Oh, I hope not. I get this feeling that this isn't the type of opponent that we can just brute force our way through, you know?
Exactly. In the first phase, it will use its gigantic size to target the traveler with massive AoE attacks from all directions. Dodging is definitely your friend with this one.
А потом давайте добавим этого босса в бездну, чтобы он летал, и мы ни разу не могли его ударить. Пожалуйста.
What's that for?
Okay.
Ладно, а что он сделает, когда агр наполнится? Давай.
The creature just freed itself from captivity and is brimming with anger. So, if you can find a way to capitalize on that anger, perhaps you'll also find its weaknesses.
Oh, okay, wait, is somebody... Is it even possible to survive something like that?
I guess here it is.
Чего? Кого?
This is an entirely different space, it looks
Ты
like.
чё, типа Двалина?
With a massive sword.
Кого?
Oh, these summoned creatures also look vaguely familiar to me.
I wonder what the deal is with all of this. Perhaps defeating this mysterious enemy within this space will be the key to defeating the whale? Travelers will need to experiment for themselves.
Ooh, yeah. All truths will be revealed.
Ну да, пневмоилуси уничтожить только этим. Прикольно. Прикольно.
Well said.
Прикольно.
Oh man, this boss looks really, really tough. What happens if we for some
Это что, типа меня обязывают выбивать Фурину 100%?
Actually helps with that problem. Starting from 4.2, an option will appear on the challenge failed screen to lower the difficulty of the boss if travelers are struggling to defeat them during a main quest.
Фига, сколько текста. Вы что, шутите, что ли, надо мной?
Oh, I love that. Now we don't need to worry about getting stuck while trying to advance the main story.
Totally.
Hey, that was a lot of information, wasn't it? Can we take a short little break while we have a look at the second redemption code, maybe?
Блин, это обидно. Я должен убрать из своего слота персонажа, например, в геопачку. Я должен убрать Беннета, опкод Беннета, чтобы поставить, например, Гидро ГГ. НТКП2 КПЕГМ UH. Так. Я не так хотел сделать. Ладно, секундочку. Сейчас все исправлю.
Hello, travelers. Welcome back to the version 4.2 special program.
Отлично.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Yay! So, we've introduced new characters, new plot lines, and a new boss. But I hope you're still eager for new content, travelers, because there's still more to come. Let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Furina's itinerary. Okay.
А зачем мне в геопачке Елань? Какова суть? Если вообще лучше поставить 4 геоперсонажа.
Who knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
I certainly didn't.
Well, you know, maybe she's just using it as an excuse to scout out a place for one of her tea parties.
Oh.
Farina and excuses. Typical. Hey, it seems like the places Farina has chosen to visit this time feature some peculiar landscapes.
Oh, yeah. It looks like Farina is in Aranea's forest on the east side of Fontaine. And that's right behind the Opera House.
What a cool place. Although, it does kind of look like it could be hiding some secrets.
Definitely. Wouldn't be a video game if there weren't secrets.
Oh,
Things
yeah.
are definitely not what they seem here. For example, strange things have been happening with the water veins around Loch Urania. As you can see, a strong windstorm is gathered
Меня
around the
смущает,
vortex
что 3
rising from the middle
локации.
of the lake. It's almost like it's preventing
А нет, даже
certain things from
4.
getting closer
Вот
and
с этой
forcibly
водой,
pushing other things
с одним
away.
деревом, с другим деревом, так еще и та башня посередине.
That fog
Это одна
is
большая
really
локация
thick.
будет или 3
That's why they call it the
подлокации?
Foggy Forest Path. And what about
Или это
this
будет
area?
одна
The Weeping
локация?
Willow
А,
of
ну
the
это
Lake.
одна локация, да, где 2 разных дерева. Цветовая коррекция одинаковая.
And the water doesn't look quite right. Like it's
Болото.
cloudy or something. Do you see that? Yeah.
Exactly. It seems like Verena also realized something was off. It looks like she headed underwater to investigate, and what did she find? A number of contaminated bacterial mats.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of, there are always new things to discover beneath Fontaine's waters. In this update, we'll encounter a new type of Fontamer aberrant, the
Новая
xenochromatic
способность,
ball
кнут,
octopus.
говно.
Travelers can borrow its abilities to cleanse away the contamination clots and contamination
Вон они
pores from the
спрятали,
bacterial
спрятали,
mats.
вон за
Pretty
башкой,
cool.
вон.
In
Говнище.
addition, with the help of a special device, travelers will be able to use this creature's abilities on the surface as well. They may be the key to solving certain puzzles, or perhaps even powering certain objects. But we'll leave that for you to discover.
Ooh.
To learn more about the story behind the new Arrhenius Forest region, be sure to check out the version 4.2 world quest called The Wild Fairy of Arrhenius. I'll give you a hint. Melusines are involved.
What? Melusines? Really?
Melusines.
Oh, then it would certainly be a world quest that
Зачем мне
you won't
ваши
want to skip.
мелюзины? Вы чё, шутите?
To the south of Arrhenius Forest, you'll find the Mort region. There, a singular tower stands tall above an island in the middle of the
Вот,
sea.
это вторая
Perhaps
лока,
it's
да?
also
Типа 2 локи
guarding
за раз
some
откроют, как я понимаю, или это одна огромная хрень?
Ooh. Actually, it looks like that's the very next stop on Farina's itinerary, so let's go check it out. Okay, I bet a bunch of travelers noticed this tower since they've arrived in Fontaine. I'm so excited that we finally get to check it out. Yes, same. Yeah, in version 4.2, the sealed ruin tower is the focus of a quest series called Search in the Algae Sea.
Ooh.
I know. And after unlocking 4 seals along its perimeter, the tower and its long buried secrets will be unveiled to us. Oh, amazing! Okay, it would feel great to
Amazing.
finally demystify all the
Секрет.
secrets
О, видите, там
burning under
осьминоги
the
скаты,
sea.
вот они скоро будут мертвы.
Yes, I want
Я
answers.
вас
I
уверяю.
also- we all want answers. I also heard this quest has something to do with the primordial sea. It seems like there's a very important and very ancient story behind it all.
That is very right. New stories are always unfolding in Fontaine, whether above water or below. And this is not limited to the 2 new regions in this update. The prophesied earthquake woke up new life forms in other
What?
places where destinies intersect.
Тюльпа.
Oh, destinies!
Destinies!
Hydra
In certain
tulpa.
underwater cave, a new life form is waking up. It has greater and more diverse powers of transformation while in combat.
Hello.
So don't let your guard down, travelers.
стрим.
Yes. And some places still seem
тебя
to
просто
tell
сказал.
us stories of events long past, no matter how long
Стрим.
they've been abandoned. So in this update, travelers can also look forward to the climax of the Narcissan Croix adventure questline that was introduced over the last 2 versions. And there might even be an unexpected surprise waiting at
У
the
меня
end.
стрим, Жора.
A surprise!
У меня стрим.
I can't wait to see what it is.
Я тебе говорю 3 раза.
All right, there's a lot to discover in the new areas of the map, but Farina's itinerary doesn't stop there. Oh wait, it looks like she's arranged to spend some time with her subjects. Aww.
Farina is
Wow.
pretty personable. Who's to say? She might even make an appearance at the events taking place in Fontaine.
Speaking of, let's move on to the event portion. All right. The Fontaine Fishing Association has recently posted a commission
Wow,
to investigate the
халявный
rumors of
фри
water imps
минет.
near Arrhenius Island. Ooh,
Наконец-то
another
он бесплатный.
investigation. I know. Oh, and Fremine seems to be involved. That little clockwork penguin next to
Теперь
him
его
must
имя
be one of his other
оправдано.
companions. But it doesn't look like Pear.
Теперь он реально
Actually, its
бесплатный.
name is Thelxie. The name comes from a Fontanian fairy tale that describes a terrifying creature that lives underwater. Adults would use
Наконец-то
the
реально
story to keep children
бесплатный.
away from the shore. As the story goes, children who play by the water are food for Thelxie to devour. Ooh, yeah, for real. Well, children must be pretty afraid of that creature. I know, right? It does seem a little unusual for Fremine to give this little penguin a name like that. There must be some other reason.
Wait, hey, does this event also have something to do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely. In this event, we'll be helping Fremine make some improvements to this little clockwork penguin. There will be a total of 3 main stages to the event. As for the first stage, we'll repair the penguin by fixing its circuits and reconnecting the motherboard. In return, the little guy will help us out on our journey.
Ой, красиво выглядит.
As our
Красиво.
journey progresses, we'll collect colorful shells, corals, and other items which can be used to outfit our little
Наконец-то вы станете электриками. Кто хотел, тот получит.
Echoing conch to search underwater and find the items that we need for the penguin.
And, you know, what happens if we run into certain speed bumps on our adventure? You know, like... Сразу
говорю, не берите этот кнут, берите медузу, идите рашьте просто, если вам нужно прям убийство. Ну вот эта хрень, ну вот 1000 лет убивать. Вы с медузы с 2000 это взорвете.
The clockwork penguin will help us defeat monsters lurking around a specific domain and
Боевой?
obtain any treasures that they may be guarding.
Боевой,
The
да.
clockwork penguin will provide different buffs in each battle to help travelers emerge
Кого?
victorious.
Now, as for the story behind these battles, travelers will just have to find out for themselves.
Let's see. After helping the penguin, the next item on the itinerary is... Oh, the cute little fungi are
вон,
back!
что-то он закидывает.
Hania,
Я думал, он просто ради прикола будет стоять.
arrived in Fontaine to promote little
О!
fungi's fantastic fiesta.
Фантастик Фиеста.
And
Опять
speaking of
с
fun,
грибами.
guys,
Ура, под грибами.
familiar faces. Bongo head, it's time to
Наконец-то.
shine.
Грибной ивентик.
Travelers may notice some differences in this update's fungi event. Aside from taking place in Fontaine, the gameplay has also been optimized. Previously, we led the little
А
fungi
как его,
in
а как
battle
он теперь
against
выглядит? Ну
Fungi.
типа,
This
так же с
time,
грибами?
we'll have the
Ну, грибы
opportunity
дерутся или
to
что-то
challenge a
по-другому?
whole host of powerful monsters.
А, ну ничего не...
Awesome.
Не особо не
Travelers will
поменялось.
be able to command a variety of fungi, adjusting their movement to target different enemies. And don't forget to use marvelous gels to instruct the little fungi to unleash powerful skills.
Yeah!
Будешь делать ивенты без
Travelers
всего,
will
не
hopefully
сомневаюсь.
enjoy playing with the
Ну,
fungi
мне
more
интересно,
than
зачем мне
ever.
это надо?
Here's hoping. We, actually, I have a little note here to pass along from our developer friends. It's the note, some unfolding. While they hope to make the little fungi and some other events permanent so travelers can play at any time, the team feels that the current design doesn't adequately sustain long-term gameplay. So, they're going to continue iterating, optimizing, and improving this event while also working hard to develop interesting content that is relevant to the overall game. Thanks, devs.
Вот когда на аренке вместе бегаешь, да, веселее, а вот когда вот просто сверху смотришь, такое себе. Да, и нормальный ивент какой-нибудь такой, ну или что-нибудь.
The Graph Adversarial Technology Experiment Log. I'm more than ready to fight.
Зачем мне еще один фотоаппарат, если выйдет персонаж фотоаппарат? Какова логика давать мне еще под аппарат? Я сделаю вам фотоаппарат, чтобы вы пользовались фотоаппаратом, когда будете пользоваться фотоаппаратом. Вот так вот.
I'm guessing this is where the traveler comes in. Okay, you're not wrong. But Pauline's request is actually pretty reasonable. To receive rewards, simply submit photographs of 5 different sample types that match the characteristic that's given on each day.
Sounds simple enough.
You can also exchange these samples
О, я помню, это раньше было. Была прикольная хрень, когда все обменивались этими штуками.
In the adventure archive, at the end of the quest, travelers will receive a special gift from Pauline. Ooh, that's right.
А, это старенький ивентик.
We mentioned during Charlotte's character introduction. Oh, how fun!
To use it, just equip the camera and activate the zoom lens in your inventory. The zoom lens can be attached
Это
to
типа
all
если я не...
cameras obtained in the game up to this point. When equipped with other characters, the zoom lens won't be able to be used in combat, but
Да, раньше же был этот ивент. Можно было обмениваться этими хренями.
You'll be able to snap pics with zoom lens even while fighting. You can even use it in domains.
Зато смотрите, вы теперь официально можете заходить кому-то в мир, и когда вас будут спрашивать, что вы делаете, вы можете говорить: я фотограф, я так вижу.
Travelers will still be able to obtain the zoom lens after the event ends. Sweet. It seems like Farina has also learned of the existence of
Данжи!
the shrouded mist.
Можно это будет рогалик? Рогалик, молю.
Put together the strongest party will be able to easily beat their opponents.
Now, less experienced travelers like myself don't need to worry either.
Рогалик?
Trial characters and taking advantage of the buffs brought about by the ley line are also great ways to come out on top.
That's right.
А, это тупо боевой ивент. Ага. Твич, не умирай. Опять боевой ивент. А зачем?
Also, the Leyline Overflow event will return at the end of version 4.2. Now might be the perfect time to start building your parties. Hopefully, you're all excited for the fabulous events that version 4.2 has in store, but there are still more surprises.
Ни хрена это не рогалик, обычный боевой ивент.
Let's get into them.
Well, before we get into them, let's take a quick break to have a look at the final redemption code for today. See you in a bit.
Okay.
Сейчас будет, смотрите. Опа! Угадываю. Ой, я по-русски написал. Секундочку. Так, раз. Сейчас все исправим. Два. Вот 3 кода. Сейчас закреплю.
Welcome back, travelers! Okay, I just took a look at Lady Farina's itinerary, and it seems we've actually reached the end. Aww, I know. So we've submitted our appointment request to Surintendant Cheval Moran. While we're waiting to hear back, let's see what system optimizations we have for the upcoming version. Let's get into it.
Okay, so first up is the Quick Challenge feature for weekly bosses. New players or players who prefer to spend their time exploring may have yet to unlock certain weekly bosses, and it's difficult to raise new characters when you can't access the boss drops needed to ascend a certain character.
Totally. True.
In version 4.2, travelers who are at adventure rank 40 or above will have the option to quick challenge a weekly boss by navigating to the Trounce Domain section of the Adventure Handbook. All weekly bosses will be available to challenge, except Storm Terror and the Wolf of the North.
Nice. Yeah, now we don't have to wait to advance.
Наконец-то на боссов можно звать кентов. Я правильно понимаю?
Also, we're introducing an update to Genius Invocation TCG. In version 4.2, 3 new character cards and 5 new action cards will be added. There will also be an Accelerate Duel feature, which will provide a smoother gaming experience. Pretty cool stuff. After the version 4.2 update, deck sharing codes will also be available. Use them to show off your strongest deck or take inspiration from other travelers.
Awesome. And, you know, since the number of card combinations just keeps increasing, the number of decks a player can save has been increased from 10 to 20.
Doubled.
Double. And in addition, both the maximum number of starting slots and the number of slots unlocked at each player level upgrade have been increased from 2 to 4.
Double again.
Быстрый старт. Не ждали боссов, да, quick start.
The developers have also made a number of optimizations to the
О,
Genius
класс, для меня это
Invocation
само
TCG
то.
interface.
Heated Battle Mode and the Forest Realms Temper Endless Swarm will also return in version 4.2.
Ooh, and in addition to the updates made to Genius Invocation TCG, returning travelers will enjoy ample login rewards and exploration guidance courtesy of the Genshin Impact Project team.
Кого?
May those returning to Devat have a happy reunion.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah. Plus, a new story keep privilege has also been added so that returning travelers can enjoy new story quests and hangout events.
Amazing! Red notification dots have also been optimized. Notifications that have already been cleared will no longer reappear when logging in on a different platform.
Вау. Мобильники, вам что там, что-то подвезли?
The first one pertains to
Мобилочки.
unlocking story quests. Travelers will now get to choose
А, ну это
whether
типа
to
начать,
accept
не
the story
начать,
quest
да,
after unlocking it.
это было уже
Whoa,
анонсировано,
nice.
да,
And
типа.
hopefully, travelers won't be overwhelmed by a sudden influx of quests anymore.
The update
Ну
has
да, это
also made
которое не
notifications
заходило,
about
типа, я это
prerequisite
понял.
quests even clearer, making it easier for players to proceed to certain content.
Надо потом
Awesome.
посмотреть его.
Okay, great. Oh, and it seems like that's all we have for the latest version update. I guess that means it's time for the 4.2 special program to come to a close.
Oh, I know. Well, there's so much exciting stuff happening, and I know personally, aside from all the intrigue around the story and characters, I'm personally very jazzed for the Fun Guy event.
Yes, how can you not be? They keep on adding so much cool stuff to this game. For me, I love the idea of the combat camera, but for me and Monsieur Novelette, we are here for the melazines.
Well, this has been so much fun with both of you. I'm really grateful we could all be here today together. And honestly, I'm
Ну
just
чисто
really
вот
glad
ради
that we're
сюжета
gonna get to
можно
see
новый
all
ивент,
these
новый ивент,
mysteries
ага,
unfold.
новые
And
обновления
maybe, I
ждать.
don't
А
know,
так как-то,
maybe
ну,
it'll have a nice ending in 4.2. We'll have to see.
Как-то,
But that's it for the version 4.2 special program. Thank you so much, everybody, and see you all in game.
Bye.
Bye. Toodaloo.
What? Так, а теперь самый интересный вопрос. Чё хотел я показать? Секунду, черный экран невариативный. Ну, в принципе. В принципе. В принципе. В принципе, вообще ничего хорошего. Мне особо не зашло. Зашло только... Там на ютубе через 12 минут начнется, но мне кажется, смысла уже нету. Кому этот ваш ютуб сдался, да? 1000 лет. Так. А что делать-то? Что делать? Ну, наверное, или на ютубе ждать ради мема. Посмотреть еще раз, только с мемными субтитрами. Ну, или забить и отдыхать. Я думаю, тоже забить. Давайте сделаем вот так. Смотрите. Опа. Секундочку. Опа. Ну, короче... А, стоп, тогда выруби тогда лофай. Вот, лофай. Эх, лофи. Ну, копирайтинг. А то мне копирайт влетит за лофай, и потом стрим надо будет реконструктить. Короче. Все. Спасибо, что пришли. Ладно, давайте я вам... Короче, промокоды сейчас я скину в телегу. Даже на лофайской, да. Короче, сейчас промокоды скину на телегу. Найду по ХСРу, по Геншину, туда все скину. Так что что заходите. Ссылка. Ссылка. Короче, ссылки должны быть в описании, да. А на этом всем спасибо и всем фарм опыта. Это отдельный стрим должен быть. На этом же стрим нет смысла запускать. А на этом до встречи, потому что, возможно, сейчас пойдем в фарм опыта. Я отдохну. Ну ладно. Посмотрим. А пока всем